Guys, today we're selling the M3.
So I just can't handle the power and how sick it is and how many people love me.
You know, because I'm the one that edits it.
Kings, what we're doing today, basically I'm just perfecting. I'm being perfectionist with this build. There's a whole lot of things that I need to do it for me to fix. Makes me very sad. But today, the thing we're fixing is the fitment. As you see, I used to rub. We didn't really get this on camera. Look at that, it's still some tire, you can feel. My springs in the rear, when I was just so confused, when I was just slammed and I was rubbing like crazy. Honestly, it turned out not to be really my fault. The springs were completely collapsed. Should have taken a picture. We can at least put that up, but I didn't. They resent me a new spring for this side. I'm telling you, when I pulled it out, this tall versus like crooked and smashed on the other one, like it just sent me the wrong one, or just, I don't know, it's just a failed spring. So I put that in there and I've not been rubbing. I notice I'm rubbing a little bit on the other side, and let's go back here. I feel like, sometimes I think that I'm a little too high in the front, but then I look at it from the side, just down low, and I'm like, oh, it's near perfect on the front. Maybe a smidgen lower, but I'm way too low on the rears. Some of you might disagree with that. My car. So let's go look at this. See, maybe just a smidgen lower on the fronts, but I want that rear just up a little, and then the spacers will bring that tire out, that wheel out. So I think this is where we really perfect it, people.
I will be honest, dude, I think when you first start getting into BMWs, you're like, why are they fitted like this? But it's always like the front is lower and the rear is kind of picked up.
It looks like a freaking dart.
Yeah, it's like downward
we should pop
angle.
up some of our favorite. So honestly, E92
E92s do that hard.
Are just like E36s when they're like just a very refined taste fitment. It's always just shunk.
Yeah.
Shunk. It looks so good. And
I feel like we tried it. It's not like we tried to avoid that on this. We just didn't do that specifically on this. So you see it from the side, it's still kind of like that because it's hard not to even have it at all like that.
Well, and I mean, like
we could definitely do that more and it'll be sick looking.
This is also like, we're kind of new to fitting cars. Honestly, this is my first time ever like perfecting it, really. And we have a few videos on it already. Yeah, I'm just slowly just fixing it here and there, trying not to ruin my car. Yes, that's why I think it's taken as long as it is, but we're gonna get it. And I feel like you also have taste. Over time, you're like, oh no, I do like this. I like that dart look. And something coming up very soon, in a future video, hopefully within the next month, that angle sharp look is gonna become even better.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you know what I mean?
Because of
that we're not gonna say on camera. We can like bleep it all out. We're gonna start by lifting up the rear, and this is where Gabe can put it on a tripod and help me out. Put on the spacers, and I think this is where also I can get a little measuring tape and see where I want it to go from where. So let's do that.
Okay. What do we got in the front?
This is the one that I could fit.
Like fit a fatty finger.
But that one I can't fit my knuckle, like my one.
So you're trying to go lower in the
knuckle.
front and bigger in the back?
I think that other side is basically perfect. Look at this other side for the front.
Does not get much better than that.
Yeah, I'm like, especially I don't rub. Not rubbing.
Yeah, no rubbing.
Millimeter, like a 3mm spacers, so it's spaced out more, not rubbing. First time I've been able to fit on 3mm spacers and not rub. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sick.
Okay, so this should be like the perfect setup on here. What do we think it looks like, y'all?
It's hard to tell the gap with that light, that kind of light. I want the daytime light, you know what I mean?
What if I go over here? I mean, if I was gonna really just get crazy, like, maybe like a millimeter, but I'm like, I might even be able to space it out a little more. You know what I'm saying?
Get more like 5mm?
Yeah.
Hey, those are easy to order and easy to put on. I'm like, I kind of want the rears to look like the fronts.
Well, of course, they all do. But I don't think I've really ever seen E36s fit
Like that.
Yeah, on the rears.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty darn like straight up.
Yeah.
Like put the light back on it, like when you stand over to the side. Like,
So I let it settle, and it's basically good. Nice video. So I rub, which is tough, but only when I got big boys, big huge boys sitting up front with me. This dude. But by myself, I mean, unless I'm flying on the freeway and I hit a bump, and one of those ones where you're like, yeah, rough shit. Those ones are rough. But other than that, don't rub. I drive it hard, drive it fast, drive it fun, and I'm chilling. I might go back through, lower this one just a smidgen more. But other than that, yeah, they're like, I might raise this side up just a smidge, or and then lower the front. Oh, and then I want to go through, because it's rubbed so bad on, I guess, the inner fender part, it's just rubbed all that paint away, so now it's just really susceptible to rust. I want to go through there and paint, honestly, not paint, but put some kind of like truck bedding, rhino liner, whatever you want to call it, throughout the entire inside, and then same paint, but then just get that coat that inner fender so it doesn't rust. But looks amazing. You'll see in a lot of our upcoming videos just how great it is, but it was fun. You know, it's fun taking that much care for your car and like what it looks like. I mean, especially this right here. Like that is just nice. And I only rub ever so slightly. You can't even tell. Ever so slightly, a little rub if I'm like just cornering hard, but I think it's perfect. Soon, have to get something blocking the wind from hitting that. But, yeah, no. What do you got to say about it?
Looks good. I love the E36. Sick ride, bro.